Denver Broncos Mile High View, no commercials, never any bullshit. Holding the Denver Broncos front office accountable, the only Bronco platform source who will dare hold the front office accountable. And I think that's going to be a theme going into this this regular season as it gets going. So we put out selling the fake, training camp, selling the fake, and sure enough, they didn't disappoint. We had sports writers, the 8 platforms go out there with no video. Judy was like unbelievable. I mean, he looked like Jerry Rice out there. Simmons, I think he's up to 5 or 6 interceptions right now. None of this was ever on videotape. And I just want to say to Spark and Broncos, 3 underhanded passes from Coach Hackett to Simmons doesn't constitute a interception. Okay, it just doesn't. So we had those fairy tales roll out. It was just like we said, we laughed. They gave us a good laugh. I'm sure there were people just gulping it up. No video to back it up. But when video came out, did Justin Simmons even get an interception? Tell me about the video that you just gave me. I can't see it. When I click on it and it goes to YouTube, it says error, won't play. So tell me what happened. Was it day 4 or day 3 that they showed? Day 3. So what were the highlights or the lowlights, depending on how you want to look at it? Go ahead.
Well, consider that these Bronco fans are cult followers and feel-good fans. It wouldn't shock me if they consider this highlight reels or highlights. So that being said, no, I sent you a little short clip of day 3 highlights from them too, and it doesn't shock me that it shows video error because that's the YouTube them too for you. But anyway, it was just really funny that you were talking about Spark and Broncos and about how there was a video that he put out and said that teams are shaking in their boots every time they face Justin Simmons. That they are so feared by the all great Tony Lily Simmons. Yeah, I know they're shaking in their boots. But there's this highlights where they don't show him getting those 5 interceptions in camp, and then they put out highlights, and you see Alberto beating him over the middle. You see Josie Jewell getting beat twice over the middle. I mean, I said it before, and I'm going to continue to say it again. I was on this before anybody was talking about this, and I related to you too, and you were like, "Oh yeah, you're probably right." Where they saw stuff in OTAs that made them shit their pants, and their expectations were brought down. You said before it was just 3 to 5 Super Bowls, right? And then minimum. Now our expectation is just to make the AFC Championship game.
We never said that. We never said 9 wins. No, give me 9, Russ. I need 9.
Yeah, I do a video of, sounding like a robot, like these 8 other platforms and these, journalists, so-called journalists, and that gets taken down too because people are just, they're weak now and then too. But anyway, that's on my BitChute channel. If you guys want to go check that out, I'm going to be starting to put that type of content on my BitChute channel. But that being said, yeah, just, Justin Simmons doing Justin Simmons things. We heard, I also said that Jerry Jeudy was going to look like Jerry Rice in this camp. And look, and I'm so shocked that Randy Gregory and Billy Turner, Tom Compton are hurt. And then who did they sign? Cameron Fleming, that everyone was giving shit. Dulcich. Right? Dulcich. How about Quan Williams? He's hurt too. Another free agent bust signing.
Hey, we gave up all these. We gave up everything to bring in Russell Wilson. Yeah, you gave up everything. Oh, you can't make it up.
You can't. We were right. We called this training camp right down the middle.
Well, we've been through this so many times. I mean, so many times. And you were saying that Josie Jewell's getting spun around like a top, and this is This isn't just Josie Jewell. I just want to remind everybody, this is the recovering from injury Slozy Jewell. The ones we didn't come up with Slozy Jewell. Fans came up with slow, but they were told to cheer the 2-year contract or whatever he got that you were talking about for getting injured and sitting on the bench while Baron Browning and whatchamacallit was that you just did a video on was what? Go ahead.
Jonas Griffith doing all the heavy lifting, but you know what? We saw that and it was working. So we're the front office. We're gonna put an axe to that. We're gonna just put an axe to that. So you did, this involves Josie Jewell in what they saw in OTAs. What did we say about this middle? What did we say? And you just did a video. Yeah, it's soft. It's super soft, and it's going to be, just dismantled right in the middle. You just did a video. This is what I find very interesting. You just did a video on Jonas Griffith. Jonas Griffith.
I'm thinking of Andy Griffith. So yeah, but Jonas Griffith. Okay, just that right when you put that out, who did they call in? And not Ghostbusters. Who do they call? Who do they call and bring in? Oh, go.
Well, they decided to go after a guy that Vic Fangio wanted 3-4 years ago, and now you wait 3 years just like you did Billy Turner, and that's just the irony part. I do film review on Jonas Griffith, and immediately the day after, they go and let's go bring in Joe Schobert. You really think that Joe Schobert, who went to the Steelers, and the Steelers know and covet inside linebackers, you don't think the reason why they let him go is for a reason? Because he's prime?
I see a name. I'm John Elway. I see a name. Another Band-Aid.
Just like Jarrell Casey, right?
Jarrell Casey, yeah.
You remember him?
I love it. He didn't last very long. I can't.
You know what? And here's the irony part about this whole thing. You had the inside linebackers made with Vic Fangio. You had Kenny Young, who you brought over from the Von Miller trade after the trade. You had Baron Browning. And again, no one has been able to answer me this question. Where is the film review on Baron Browning playing outside linebacker at Ohio State?
That's sports writing. Now, all that is, it's not based in reality. It is not based in reality. But go ahead.
Yeah, of course it's not based in reality because they get their scripts and they talk out of their ass. And then it's true. And then Jonas Griffith is a guy that I did film review on him, and there's a tight end named Foster Monroe. And you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
And he does it's a wheel route up the side of the field with Foster Monroe. And Jonas Griffith is playing one-on-one coverage, man-to-man, and he's playing it better than what Justin Simmons did. What was it, week 4?
Talk about week 4. Talk about week 4 and Justin Simmons. Talk about week 4.
Okay, for Justin Simmons, they were picking on him the entire game. He came down to cover Monroe, and he still got beat over the top, or with what you saw from the highlights where he's getting beat by crossing routes. And then you go to the film review week 16 against the Raiders, and they're going to his side of the field again. And it's just, I am so sick and tired, and I don't hate the Denver Broncos. And when my film reviews come across, they come across negative, but it's not that. I am being critical of this fucking team. I am breaking it apart. And when I see fucking player personnel that Justin Simmons provides to me on film that absolutely fucking sucks, you know what? And there's a play. I encourage everybody to watch it. And there's a few plays in there, but there's a specific play where they run right at him, and he just
A
stops
specific
and
play?
walks up.
I've seen several. Go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
that's why I said before I said that play, there are several plays in that video that you're going to see, but I wanted to bring up that specific play where you have Baron Browning catching him from behind. You don't think Baron Browning's pissed when he sees Justin Simmons just standing there when he looks up, when he tackles the fucking guy? Holy crap.
I've never seen anything so glaringly bad. I mean, not just bad, but glaringly bad. I mean, it'd be one thing if I had to really cherry pick stuff. But this is really important. You just hit something, like just hit it. You people out there, we're watching this and getting all butthurt, because reality doesn't go with the narrative you're being sold, the bill of goods you're being sold. I don't want you to mistaken confidence for arrogance. We're very confident because it's like, I know the writers are telling you that this flea is an elephant, and we're looking at it and we're focused and we're like, no, they're saying that. I still see a flea, I know it's hard, because no, it's a 10,000-pound elephant. It's not a flea. I'm just using that analogy, okay? We're already ahead of this thing because of just what we're already seeing, this dysfunction. This front office is so fucking dysfunctional. They're like, they have to be one of the. There's no wonder it's not the quarterbacks. That may be in it with mixed in with a lot of other things. Okay, there is a whole ball of yarn that's all tangled up in all this with this front office. There's a reason why this organization, this team, has been the worst since the AFL days. This is what happens. You have a front office that should have been let go a long time ago. But what did they do? Since there's no accountability, they're like, okay, shit, we better hide. I got to hide behind these onion layers. Everybody has to fall on the sword for me, biggest guy in the office. And what happens is, instead of getting them fired and out, they hire all these. They spend more money on hiring a guy in his basement or whatever, in his studio at home, to go to get a press pass to a bad team, to write about all these interceptions a really bad player got, because it's so obvious. We're pointing it out, and I'm holding PFF. I'm going to hold ESPN. I mean, these crap, this lying. They get paid for this. When this thing falls apart, we're already seeing when they write about all these great things, but when the highlight reel, their own highlight reel comes out, we see the same thing over and over and over again, and you're going to see it during the season. This thing's going to raise its head. Now you got George Payton all butthurt, probably Elway, really. I'm not sure really what's going on. That Russell Wilson hasn't signed. Well, I'm just saying, if it's me, I'm not worried about the money. I know I can get the money no matter where I go. I'm going to look at this and say, is this team really ready for a guy like me to succeed? Now, if I get this $250 million contract, or whatever the rumor mill is, this giant, are we really going to be able to bring in the people? I mean, it's not about me. I can get the money. The money isn't the problem. The money, I mean, I want my own legacy, my legacy. I don't care about John Elway's legacy. My legacy, I want to be able to be like Tom Brady, or to be like Stafford. I want to be able to go to the organization with the player personnel. Now, we've been sold a bill of goods. But what do? They go out. They already realize they're in trouble with their defense. We said that right after the season. We said that going into this offseason. We've been 100% correct about this. I'm just saying, Russell Wilson, you better not sign, because you're in one of the most mismanaged organizations until, and this gets into the Walt conversation, whether or not that's going to ever manifest itself. And who knows how long this thing's going to take. But the first step, what right, wrong, or indifferent, the first step is to get this current administration, all of it, get it out. Get it out. That's, and we're just, like I said, like I've been saying, we're going to have to wait it out. That's all we can do.
Well, just to bring up your point even more, Me and you are indifferent on this subject with ownership, because I don't think that anything is going to change due to the fact that you have so many cooks in the kitchen. And when you have so many cooks in the kitchen, you have so many people telling you one thing and the other and this, that, and the third, that you're not going to have a conglomerate group of people that actually have one vision, and you don't have one single owner calling the shots. Yeah, you have fucking Rob Walton, but is he going to be focused on the fucking football side or the fucking financial side? I mean, that's probably why he brought in Penner to do the football side. He'll focus on the fucking financial side. To me, that's a recipe for disaster.
He's focused on the executive side.
That's a recipe for disaster, in my opinion, because the good organizations in the league have single ownership that call the shots. That's just the reality of the situations. I don't care that they're good organizations have single ownership that call the shots that actually hold people accountable.
I want to talk about history for a second. I'm old, and hey, they invented this thing called plastic, man. Man, you hear about the telegraph? Hey, listen. I was there. When Pat Bowlen, I was there. I rode that dinosaur. When Pat Bowlen took over the team, when he purchased the team, he addressed the fans right away, because everybody in Broncos country, oh my God, a Canadian. Oh my God, a Canadian. Oh my God, it's a Canadian. Oh my God. That was our honest reaction. I'm just going to be, And then Pat Bowlen came out and said, "Look, man, I love this. I love this team. I'm going to give it love. You're not going to get that from Walton. It's Wall Street, and it's like just another asset
it's a toy,
a commodity. It's a commodity. Yeah. It's a commodity. I have a problem already with this Walt character.
Yeah.
Where is he? How come he didn't address? Am I wrong? Is there any video of him on the podium? Maybe I missed it.
Now I'm young, and I wasn't alive during that time when Pat Bowlen took over this franchise. Did he address you people directly or over?
Directly.
Okay, so it was in a video.
Yeah, he had a press conference.
Okay, so yeah, Walt. Yeah. Where is he?
Well, he was excited. But Bowlen was extremely excited. He was adamant about how
all you got from the Walton and Penner group is a telegraphed article of how great and happy we are to take
the press release. The press release.
Yeah. Another PR.
Oh, thank you. I gotta wipe my ass with that. I'll just let me wipe my ass with that.
That's it.
Look, it'd be nice. I may be able to get a hold of the video of Pat Bowlen's press conference when he owned the team. We'll listen to what he said. I may be able to swing that. So I'll have to be real nice and ask, but I may be able to swing that press conference, because he came out. I think there was like a press announcement, but he immediately
addressed you guys directly.
Addressed it, yes, and he was very excited, and he couldn't wait to get in, and it was going to be family to him and all this. So,
then you have Walton and Penner.
Because they have not looked at the camera and said, "You just don't." We really looked at Pat Bowlen. We want to follow that Pat Bowlen. We're so excited. We respect what he has done and how he, And let me say this about Pat Bowlen is that the reason why he was one of the best owners, if not the best owner in the NFL in such a short period of time, is that he checked the ego at the door. You can blame us for ego. That's fine. Maybe we are, but that guy, he checked the ego at the door. It was all about making it the best. It wasn't about 9-5. It wasn't about just good enough. Everything, every single thing was for the best. The best that he could do in his, it was the best. But go ahead.
But also he surrounded people with great football minds too. It wasn't just, corporate sponsors and all this bullshit that you have Walton and Penner and Elway.
Eight platforms that are just, oh, you guys are so good, you guys are so great, we'll never say anything bad about you, you're so great.
He didn't surround himself with that bullshit.
Okay, he didn't need to.
No, he didn't need to, but he surrounded himself with people like Adam Peters, Wade Phillips, John Beek, Joe Gibbs, guys like that. Guys like that understood football. And then you have Elway come in here and just tear that whole fucking thing up and is like, oh, well, I'm going to put Sparking Broncos here, Locked On Broncos here, 104.3 The Fan over here. I'm just going to put out all this fucking PR shit,
and hide.
It is so funny that we have a guy in John Elway who to this day fans are like, but me and you are here talking about. It's funny because he's in behind the scenes Broncos. He drops the schedule and says, let's ride. When Russell Wilson comes here, you go into the office. It's like the biggest fucking ginormous office with two.
Hey, boss. Hey, boss.
Yeah. Hey, boss. Or what's up, boss? Shouldn't that be George Payton? When you walk in, what's up, boss? No. Nope. And it's going to be very interesting to hear what you were talking about this earlier. When we have a joint practice with Dallas, that's going to be the test where things are going to start to crack. They're already starting to crack, but things are going to start falling through here.
Dallas.
Well, Dallas. I'm just saying, there are people down there in Dallas were talking about this Dan Quinn situation in Denver, and they were shocked that he did not get the job there.
Well, why? According to them, not us. According to them, the insiders.
It was
Elway. And who was a part of the emergency committee? This decision-making committee.
Elway.
The guy that doesn't have any say, right? You can't make it up.
Did Pat Bowlen run an emergency committee when he was hiring coaches? No. Oh, wow. These people are just, man.
They're so far removed from what we were. That's why,
We're not going to get back to that.
That's why we have three heads. This is exactly why we have three heads. To them, we speak Martian, Klingonese, and Chinese. I mean, they can't understand it because they're so far removed from that.
I just don't understand how you could take this organization serious when I hear Justin Simmons, oh, these expectations are high for 2022. You said that last year. Mm-hmm. You said that the year before that. Mm-hmm. You said it the year before that. You said it the year before that. Well, how many times can you sell the fucking turd?
That's not the thing that gets me. Let me tell you what gets me. You put out a video, and you say that again?
And immediately they go interview Schobert.
Well, no, let's even go back this up even further. You put out a video showing with your own eyeballs. Anybody can see it. And we had people around the league look, and they're like, holy shit, Justin Simmons. And I put out video throughout the year showing the entire breakdown, lines, everything, line backing. This third best defense crap, okay? The offensive line just totally disintegrated.
Shocker.
So what happens? The Seattle takes a look. Their media takes the challenge, okay? And they're like, they have a holy shit moment. Excuse me.
They're probably like, this is good for us. Not like, oh, shit,
Yeah. I guess we weren't as bad as we thought we were. And they talk about it with our local media. They do two things. This is what gets me. They pull that conversation down Yep, cut those balls and put them in the purse. And then what do? They have the players trot out there and then start acting butthurt. You can talk about your great expectations, but don't sit there and give me a line of shit that you're disrespected when you haven't done fucking shit. That's embarrassing. You're embarrassing real fans. I know the Kool-Aid drinkers who I mean, the Jim Jones doesn't have anything on these Kool-Aid drinkers, let me tell you. They'll buy anything you say. They don't want to, this is the thing. What I want to say this too about the current, these Denver Bronco fans. Maybe this goes with a lot of different fans, but Bronco fans specifically. When each and every loss, we try to break down film to show what exactly is going on here. You guys just want to tune out, la, 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 not believe what you're seeing. So you come back the next year and act like you just were one pass away from the Super Bowl. I want to say the F word, but, I've had enough of you. You're an embarrassment. You're literally an embarrassment to real Bronco fans who need to hold this organization accountable. And then we got a corporation who bought this team, who, in my opinion, has no love for it. Oh, we'll throw money here and throw money there. You think that's going to fucking solve your problem? You have to actually give a shit first. I don't give a shit about shopping malls. I don't care about a new stadium. You better care about a winning culture first. Serious. Everything else is just, F you. F you. What I'm saying is George Payton's all frustrated. It seems like with Wilson. Wilson's being smart. If it's Wilson is being smart by not signing a contract. I'm telling you, it would not help. It's not going to help. I'm going to tell you right now. We'll get into this as the season goes. Doesn't benefit the Broncos. It doesn't benefit Wilson to be here in the long term. We'll wait for all you naysayers out there to go do like you always do, hide, run away, and forget that what you're seeing, and come back the next off season like you think you know something. We're going to get into this, Russell, for his own sake, not just for both. They're not ready for a guy with a $250 million contract. We don't have the player personnel, and they're going out right now trying to get people, again, more Band-Aids, more names, more has-beens. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. You're frustrated. I'm trying to compose myself because I don't want to get your video banned from them too. I'm trying to word this in a way that's understandable for these cult followers.
Cult followers.
Cult.
The Colts.
Colts.
Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah. What gets me is I do film review on a guy like Jonas Griffith, right? And then I do film review on a guy like Draymond Jones, who, again, just, you look at this highlight reel and he's just playing hot potato, and, they're going to give him a $13 million contract per year because that's how this fucking organization operates. But
that's good enough. If you talk to those Kool-Aid drinkers, man, this is good enough.
Well, you know what? And that's the problem, because, this organization and this team isn't good enough. They think they're good enough, but they're not.
It's the off-season wrecking crew coming in to tell you about how, what do they say to you? Well, you're going to go up on YouTube if they go to the AFC Championship? Oh, are you going to get off of YouTube if they don't?
And then my video gets removed when I did nothing wrong in that video.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever.
But they got removed from them too, but not.
Yeah, that not BitChute, where actual content can be made. But this whole, I tried telling you the fans of this Walton and Penner group, I said, tread lightly with this, please. Because I said, this is one of the worst. This is one of the worst transitions into ownership I've ever seen. This transitional process into new ownership has been a complete fail for under Pat Bowlen. I got to blame him
What
too.
what transition? What transition?
Well, you got the transition. Oh, we got the new owner. You got the press releases. You got all the fucking bullshit that you need. But I'm talking about if this was a real transition into ownership, it would have happened 3 years ago. Am I wrong or am I not? Please correct me if I'm wrong here.
Well, yeah, that's another conversation. This is where Bowlen screwed the pooch. You know,
Exactly.
Bowlen, for all the great things he did when it came to this, in case I die, break glass kind of thing. He put there's no way Brittany. I mean, that's absurd.
So she now.
No. We said that from the beginning. She was that she's done.
Shot.
Yeah. We were right about that when all the 8 channels said she's the next. I mean, we said, come on, yeah. If anybody really would have been the better of the owner, would have been Beth Bowlen Wallace. She would have been definitely. She had the real Pat Bowlen gene.
She had the balls. She had the balls to call out fucking people and actually hold people.
Just like her dad. That's where she won my heart. And she cared. She cared a hell of a lot more, I think, than Walt does.
I think she even cared a lot more than Brittany did. Brittany was just there for a fucking paycheck.
Brittany was an empty suit. There was nothing. She brought nothing to the. She brought nothing to the table. She brought nothing.
She didn't bring anything to the table because they were trying to sell us on a bill of goods on that shit.
Yeah, she would have kept what's going on. She would have kept this thing going. That this abortion, whatever you call this.
So
she'd have kept this going. So that's where
it going.
Bowlen said, "Okay, all 7 have a say." Well, that was it. That was it. That was done. But I want to say something about you getting banned that I didn't ever tell you. This is all new to you. I am now happy you got banned. I'm happy about it because I think it's going to age well when this whole thing is said and done. I think it's going to age very well for you. Trying to shut your speech down when, this thing fails. It will. It would be a miracle if it doesn't. It'll literally be a miracle. And you're proven right. And it's like, why do you think they shut me down? They won't know, Cody, what hit you. It's going to age very well. It's going to give you street cred that the other Sparkins don't have. Go ahead.
No, well, it's not just going to be me that ages well. It's going to be you that ages well.
You're the honorary person here. I'm just top liver.
No, you're not chop liver. You're not chop liver. I don't agree with that assessment. You have done something even before I even started doing anything. I'm just a film junkie. You're the guy that actually reads in between the lines and breaks it apart. That's what I appreciate because it actually calms me down and it actually makes me realize, okay, this is what I need to do in the long run and the bigger picture. That's what I appreciate. You're actually the guy that is leading the charge. I'm just the guy right next to you, and we're both going in like a spear, and we're attacking this thing like like fucking the 300, like the Spartans, You have all these fucking people out there that are following Elway and, the movie 300, and they're so shocked and they love them. And you got us and a couple hundred people that are like the Spartans holding the wall and actually holding the Pat Bowlen legacy alive. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I already feel that the fires are starting to get lit with holding this Walt character accountable. I am not very happy I haven't heard from him. I'm going to see if I can get that Pat Bowlen.
Are you shocked though? Like you sit there are you really that shocked? I'm not shocked because I said it from the beginning. I don't trust these people. I don't trust them because if he was so happy about getting this team, immediately he would have said something. Oh man, I'm excited
Well, he would have got on camera and addressed.
Well, he got on camera, but he also, yeah, exactly. He would have gone on camera and been like, I'm excited to own this team. You know, he didn't have to say things are going to change around here, but he still could have implied that things are changing around here and that we're going to do everything we can to get back to Super Bowl success, and we're going to do the best we can to be a consistent organization. You're going to be a consistent organization and looking like a fucking poor man's version of the Dallas Cowboys here soon. That's what you guys are going to do.
I really wanted to hear something about Pat Bowlen with him.
Oh, we'll bring him up. They won't. No one cares about Pat Bowlen anymore. This generation of Bronco people, they don't give a shit about Bowlen. They don't.
They just care about shopping malls. They care about new stadiums.
Yep. They don't care about.
They care about the latest commercial.
You know what? This is what I'm actually disappointed in. I want to talk about. This is the biggest thing I'm disappointed in, and it's nothing to do with PR and this bullshit team. It goes directly to Elway. You know what I'm disappointed in? Elway, your ego is so fucking high that at least you didn't. You know what? Pat Bowlen did so much for you, dude. You didn't have the balls to go to Walton and be like, "Hey, I know I screwed the pooch, and you know I know he would never do this because his ego is so high." But he's like, "I know I screwed the pooch, but for the betterment of this organization, and if he loved this organization too, for the betterment of this organization, we need to get back to the Pat Bowlen tradition." Well, you know what? That's the one thing I'm disappointed in, Elway. You don't have the fucking balls to go to Walton and be like, "Hey, you need to run this thing." It doesn't need to be exactly what Pat Bowlen did. You can have your own little fucking things into it, but you need to have you need to have a road, like a vision, just like Pat Bowlen did. But you know what? Fucking Elway doesn't give a shit. And fuck you, Elway, for not doing that and having the balls to go tell Walton that. Well, you fucking Joe, you're a fucking joke.
It's worse. It's worse than what you're saying, because you know what he did? He put Russell Wilson as that barrier between him being self-accountable. That's what you're asking for, self-accountability.
It's not just him. It's not Wilson.
Well, no, listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about John Elway. I'm talking about John Elway, but I need to bring up Russell Wilson in this. Elway will not hold himself accountable. He said, "Look what I did. I finally did it. I finally got that one piece," which is a lie. I'm saying, yeah, you got Wilson, but the lie is the one piece. That's the lie. I got this. This is a shit show. Now I brought in a quarterback, and I'm going to ask Russell Wilson.
Playing quarterback. It was Aaron Rodgers, the original plan, and they desperately, because they shit their pants and they gave up everything for Russell.
Good point. But they got Russell Wilson. So what I'm saying is, I want to say this to Russell Wilson. Dude, you're in a shit show. Wait till this season gets going. You're in a shit show. I would really think about whether or not to sign that. You'll get money. You may be able to just test drive this. You have every right to do that. You don't need to be strong-armed into a situation. Do what your gut tells you to do once you test drive this thing. That's all I'll say. If you want to boondoggle this crap joke, that Elway created, how about this? It may be, in your case, it may be fine to die on the Elway sword, to fall on the Elway sword and say, "Yep, you're right. I'm just chopped liver." Somebody will definitely, someplace where I want to go, they'll definitely appreciate, and they'll have everything set up instead of this PR machine running an organization. I would really think twice before signing that dotted line, Russ. Go ahead.
Well, I think you bring a great point, the Russ thing, but I'm also going to bring up George Payton and Joe Ellis and everybody involved in this bullshit, these faces for Elway, these onion layers for Elway. George Payton, this goes directly to Vic Fangio as well, and Vance Joseph and Mike Munchak. Why'd you come here? Ultimately,
to fall on the sword.
I don't. Again, Vic Fangio. This directly goes to Fangio. because I'm so pissed the way they fucking treated him. But I can't blame Elway because Fangio signed the dotted line. So I can't blame him. But again, I'm a big Fangio fan. And I think Fangio is one of the best. I think he's a top 3 defensive mind in the league.
Can I stop you on that? This is something we've talked about over and over and over. We asked the fan base to take a look at the player personnel that he got in Chicago.
Yep.
Versus the player personnel he was allowed to get because he wanted other players. Elway said, no, Judy. Take a look at it too.
Yeah. He wanted Amos. He got a older version in Kareem Jackson. Shocker. I love Kareem Jackson. I do. I have nothing against Jackson, but he was old. He was an older version of it.
What we've been seeing for 6 years with Elway, lurking around in the back. What do we just see now? You just show me this has-been from the Steelers.
Okay. I did film review on Jonas Griffith, and I also said this is another point that we forgot to bring up, and I want to bring it up really quickly. You bringing up, if Jonas Griffith next to Josie Jewell, you don't. And I warned everybody. I said it towards the end of my video. I said, do you think he's going to look good next to Josie Jewell? And you don't think that the help of Vic Fangio, the help of Kenny Young, even the help of Baron Browning, Baron Browning and Jonas Griffith together look so fun. They played off each other so fucking. Dude,
yeah, who's bringing that up? Who out there in those 8 the sports? Who's bringing that up? Where's the truth? Where is the truth?
There's no truth. Oh, they say
no, selling the fake.
They don't put out the truth. You have Cody Rourke that wants to eat barbecue and mac and cheese and interview Justin Simmons and fucking, all these fucking, I don't get paid for what I do. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit.
Might as well lie about that too. Might as well lie about that.
Well, but again, those two work. So I haven't seen a linebacking duo that good since Danny Trevathan and Brandon Marshall. That was 7 years ago. 7 years. You have gone without 2 linebackers that play so well off each other. You have Vic Fangio, Kenny Young, and Baron Browning mentoring fucking Jonas Griffith to the point where he could have been a very good player for you. And you know what you did? You did what you typically fucking do. You pull the rug out under development. You fucking get rid of Kenny Young. He goes to the Raiders. You move Baron Browning outside to be a fucking stupid organization. You bring back Josie Jewell on a 2-year, $12 million deal, which I said they were going to do. You bring in an off-ball linebacker and Alex Singleton, who hasn't done shit in camp, and everybody's saying, that was a great A+ signing. Okay, Cody Rourke. Randy Gregory's hurt. That's an A+ signing. Okay, Cody Rourke, we get you, you fucking moron. Billy Turner.
Go eat your mac and cheese and get out of here, man.
Billy Turner, what a great signing. Tom Compton, what a great signing. They're both hurt. You desperately go out and get Cameron Fleming when you could have re-signed him this offseason.
It just makes, if
fucking years ago and drafted somebody and developed.
Develop. I want to go into that. That is key. Develop. This Elway run organization has no fucking clue when it comes to developing. They can't develop shit. They had that opportunity. You had a guy trying to do that, trying to show Elway the way. But no.
Happened when Fangio shored up the middle with Kenny Young and Baron Browning and Jonas Griffith. Look what happened.
That's when you had that the points. They weren't getting torched like they did in the beginning of the season. Yes. Yep. They want to point to that stat every time, but they who brought the film to show you the context of that stat? Well, I did during the season, but you're showing it, yes.
That brought it up. No, you get the credit for it. You're the first that brought it up in your film reviews. You're the first that brought it up.
I just wish these people would actually start watching some film and being objective about it, especially during the losses. And face reality. Start facing reality. You do not have a playoff. You have a playoff pretending team at best. At best.
Ready for that 8 and 9 season?
Well, here's the thing. if this thing starts going down the tubes, man, we're already seeing, it seems to me, well, we're seeing some panic already, and because of their own mismanagement, and it seems like there's some frustration on this crap administrative part on Russell Wilson's contract. And I'm not saying I know the scoop, but I'm just saying if Russell Wilson's smart, he's gonna hold off on that. If he is smart, because the money isn't going to be the problem. It's, are you on a team that's for real? And buddy, you ain't on a for real team.
It's hard for me to see in the future Russell Wilson being in here in 2 years. It's hard for me to see this coaching staff here in 2 years. It's just, I can't see it. I can't see it because I don't think that this organization is stable enough. They don't have the player personnel. They don't have the backing for a player like Russell Wilson. They ain't gonna back him up. They're just gonna roll him out to die. Just like we've seen with all these fucking, with Flacco, with Keenum, with Locke, with Simeon, with Lynch. We've seen it.
With Bridgewater. Yeah.
Bridgewater too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and you know what? You have only yourselves to blame. Stop blaming the coach. Stop blaming Wilson. Look in the mirror. You bought the bullshit. So
they won't look in the mirror. They won't.
I know.
We won't, and we're
stand. Yep, I know.
Yeah, I know. Yep.
No, they're more interested in the new stadium. They're more interested in shopping malls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hosting the draft. That's the important stuff, right?
We're the 300 Spartans. We're 300. That fucking Bab pulling a legacy alive. That's just the reality of the situation.
Well, back when you went to the bubble and you did your comments, didn't you say that they were like, huh? I mean, you spoke such a foreign language to them, like, huh? What? What?
And then they banned me.
Well, because they can't understand clean and eat.
Well, they banned me when I brought up the Matthew Stafford thing. That's when they fucking put the axe in the that's when they put the nail in the coffin.
When they were totally wrong about that.
Yeah.
And we were, as usual, correct about that.
I called out constructively. I said, so where's Matthew Stafford? I thought, from a Bronco fan and from a Bronco perspective, I thought that we were just, the betting odds were saying that we were getting Matthew Stafford.
Shoe-in. Wasn't it a shoe-in?
Yeah, well, it was a shoe-in. And they just axed the comment and banned me from.
We didn't say that. Oh, here's the article you posted. Here's the video you posted.
Say 20 plus yards, right?
Yeah, take the top off. We didn't say that. Oh, here's the video of you saying it.
People,
that's when we started, when we actually held them accountable. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem with this whole thing from the very top. That the head of the fish, no accountability. Oh, well, how did they deal with accountability? They gave themselves a raise. That's accountability. That's holding yourself accountable. Now we have an owner that doesn't even want to address the fans. I mean, I don't know what to say. Oh no, I released a press release. Oh yeah. Thanks for your press release. Yeah.
Wow, we've gotten that for 6 years. Thank you, Elway 2.0.
Yeah. So it's some dark times here in Broncos country. We got an apathetic fan base of Kool-Aid drinking cheerleaders. Not everybody, but there's a good chunk of them. We have, again, the administration that hides behind onion layers, screws up left and right, then hires PR spends more time with PR, excuse making, okay, and an owner who could give a shit less about addressing the fans. So thank you. Thanks for all that. Thank you. Thank all of you. Thank you. Yep. Well, on that note, yeah, exactly. About as odd. On that note, what else have you got for me?
I think that's pretty much it for me on my end. I'm just
people can't understand why we're not optimistic about it. There's nothing to be. I mean, how can you be optimistic about a dumpster fire? I mean, you got a fireman.
hold on. It's not optimistic. I checked that at the door 6 years ago, 5 to 6 years ago. I mean, I've checked that at the door. Okay.
Well, you mean they gave you got a dumpster fire. So guess what? We brought a fireman in, but the problem is probably one of the best firemen out there. You didn't give him a hose. He's just burning. He
Well, you
has
didn't.
no hose and no way out.
You didn't give him a team around him to help him.
Yeah, we did. We're so disrespected. Yeah, the team.
Oh my! You're not. Look around the league. You're not disrespected. You are full of PR fucking hype.
Take a look at the history of the Broncos. You're the worst since the AFL days. Yeah.
I don't want to hear that they're disrespected. I don't want to hear that. They're not.
I'm done with that too. Yeah, that's just insulting my intelligence. Yeah.
I'm done with that. You're not disrespected. If you were disrespected, no one would be talking about you.
Yeah.
And the reason why they're talking about you is because they're getting paid from Elway to talk bullshit. That's what they're.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
All right. No.
All right. Take care, man.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.